We've got one of the Mini Z 4x4 scale crawlers in the studio today. This 1/24th scale mini crawler from Kyosho takes a new approach to the Mini Z platform to offer high levels of performance and scale realism wherever you choose to drive it. So, let's check it out. The Mini Z 4x4 comes from Kyosho as a pre-assembled model with electronics installed and a 2.4 GHz transmitter included. The truck is essentially ready to go right out of the box once you remove the packaging and unscrew the display mount from the skid plate on the truck using a Phillips screwdriver. Beyond that, 8 AAA batteries are required to give this little guy life, with both the truck and transmitter requiring 4 batteries each, which are not included and must be purchased separately. So how big is 1/24th scale? The truck is about 7.9 inches long, 3.4 inches wide, and about 3.4 inches tall, with a weight of about 223 grams, not including batteries. When we weighed our truck with AAAs, it was about 277 grams. To give you an idea of size, here is the Mini Z 4x4 next to the 1/10 scale Kyosho Mad Van. And lastly, here are both of those against the 1/8 scale Kyosho MP9 Nitro Buggy. So the Mini Z 4x4 is small and definitely captures that Mini Z sizing, but it's really modeled after proper 1/10 scale crawlers and then scaled down. So it has a proper ladder frame design, solid front and rear axles with metal ring and pinion gears, steel lower links, wishbone style upper links in plastic that attach to the center of the top of the axle pumpkin, and then lastly, plastic center drive shafts. And of course the truck features full ball bearings, it has a slipper clutch system, and then it also features a chassis mounted servo. Kyosho claims that this vehicle has the tightest turning radius of any Mini Z in the entire history of Mini Zs, and it doesn't disappoint. The servo used in the Mini Z 4x4 is surprisingly very fast as well, and the torque from that servo seemed adequate just about everywhere we drove. Now for the remaining electronics, a 130 sized brushed motor is used. Kyosho says this is a specially designed high torque motor that is unique in the Mini Z world. With the stock gearing, full speed is at about a walking pace, but the gearing can be changed and 6 different pinion gears are included, along with the pinion gear spacers to adjust your gear mesh. For the speed controller, it again is a unique design made just for the Mini Z 4x4 and features 2 additional ports, one for an optional gyro and the second for an optional LED light set that you can control using channel 4 knob right on your transmitter. Now these option parts aren't available quite yet at the time we film this, but they will be available here in the near future. And we already mentioned it, but the Mini Z 4x4 operates on those AAA batteries, and they are cradled at the very front end of the truck, providing a front weight bias that improves the crawling performance. I'm told AAA batteries were used over lithium batteries because of the size and space limitations, with the goal of adding weight to the front. But really, for anyone who may make this their first RC, AAA batteries are really easy and convenient to use. Kyosho claims that those 4 AAA batteries will provide about 60 minutes of runtime. We've got well over an hour on our truck with AAAs, but there was a lot of stop and go use as we were filming the truck and using it at the same time. Now maybe Kyosho was using rechargeable AAAs because that also is an option to use in this truck. Alright, let's move on to the real meat and potatoes of this truck, and that would be this Toyota 4Runner body, also known as the Hilux Surf, and it looks absolutely amazing. It is quite possibly the nicest scale body I've ever seen on any RC before, even outdoing previous Mini Zs, which are known to have some of the nicest realistic bodies. To start this off, it is an injected molded plastic body. It's not Lexan, and the material has been made thicker than the previous Mini Z bodies, so it withstands the abuse of crawling. The body, of course, comes like this out of the box. It's factory painted with chrome plated grille, window trim, rain rails, door handles, and of course, those tiny little door locks. They're so cute. Then we have those window wipers and the side mirrors, and they're made from a flexible material to be more durable when you crash. We also have those big old wheel flares on the side of the fenders, plus heavy duty front and rear bumpers with functional D-rings. And for even more scale realism on the back, we have another window wiper, the cool window defroster, the spare tire, and of course, the Toyota decals that really polish off the look. The back roof section has even been painted in a matte black to reproduce how it actually looks. Lastly, we have these awesome headlight and taillight lenses that can be functional as part of that optional LED light kit that we talked about earlier. And it all adds up to a really amazing looking body. And you'll notice there's no body clips. Instead, the body features these posts that slide through holes in the rock guards, and then those posts have a little notch in them that allows this metal wire to key and lock in place, fully securing the body. It's a unique and pretty clever system. So what's the Mini Z 4x4 like to drive? Well, it's awesome. One of the first things we noticed was how smooth the throttle response was, and reverse as well. It's a forward brake, reverse ESC. There is a little bit of deadband in the transmitter trigger, and if you're really smooth on that trigger, the truck rewards you. Other than that throttle, the truck drives, steers, performs, just like the larger 1/10 scale crawlers, just on that smaller scale. Now, when we were outside driving, it's important to pick terrain that's appropriate for the truck size. For us, that means we pick things like some of the curb rocks in the islands, some tree roots, there was this no-slip pad near the handicap parking spot in front of AMain, and we essentially turned that into our rumble section. Since the shocks are a no-fluid, coil-over design, the truck has a bit of a bounce at higher speeds hitting those rumbles, but when you slow it down, it looks like this. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Where we enjoyed the Mini Z the most was indoors, where we could incorporate ordinary objects into our run, where we would start our a run like from point A to point B. Who can make it successfully? We did this on our desks, in our lab, we did this in our AMain distribution center. Sorry, Tim. And it was a lot of fun, and everyone who walked by was like, oh, what's that? The truck was a real attention grabber because this dang body makes it so cool. So overall, the Mini Z 4x4 was a lot of fun to drive. It's beautiful to look at, and with a $200 price tag, I love it. And it's still running with no broken parts. The body's got a few little scratches, but it's in really good shape considering all the times we flipped backwards trying to climb things, we side hilled and would flip over that way, and we even accidentally dropped it off of our lab countertop, which was about 4 feet high or so. This is how far the Mini Z dropped. It just went rah, kabam. This is a concrete slab under here, and it didn't break. So go check it out for yourselves, guys. Hobby shops should be getting these soon, and of course, AMain Hobbies will have the Toyota 4Runner as well as the Suzuki model, and then there are 2 different colors in each of those body styles. If you guys have any questions for us, drop that down below. If you like this video, give it a like, and be sure to subscribe for our future videos. I'm Brett with AMain Hobbies. Thanks for watching. It's okay. Thing is tough. Okay, I gotta go.